how to navigate this chronic illness mess and get back to where I have a healthy and active lifestyle, which I had in spite of chronic illness for quite some time. But yeah, I let things get a little out of control and I'm trying to rein them back in now. It's uh it's a lot harder than it was initially. But yes, some of it is certainly my fault, but some of it were just situations that I can't control. Anyway, a lot of it was my fault. Anyway, compliments. Excuse me. I have a good reputation and have had for quite some time. I hand out compliments very freely. Some of you've probably heard this story before, but years ago, I was with a bunch of friends at a conference in Las Vegas, and we're going through this very busy mall. And I'm walking through the mall, just, oh my gosh, your hair looks so cute like that. Hey, where'd you get those shoes? Those are beautiful. Excuse me, you look really nice today. And my friend from Baltimore finally just grabbed me and he was so cute. He's like, who in the hell is this nice? And I said, I am, Derek. I'm this nice. And he said, why? What makes you do that? And I don't remember why I started it, but I do it because it makes me happy. It's honestly one of my very favorite ways to cheer myself up. And here's a great quote: a compliment is verbal sunshine. That's from Robert Orban. And I just think it's so beautiful. And it's okay, it's especially poignant to me this time of year because I am in Alaska and it is winter and it's light out now at noon. But anyway, handing out compliments, it does make you happier. You're going to start to notice more things you like about yourself when you start noticing things to appreciate about other people. It's just really cool that way. And it makes you a lot more attractive to others. Why? Well, because a positive attitude, the holy crap. Having a positive attitude, the ability to express yourself, the fact that you take a moment to acknowledge somebody, all of those qualities make us more attractive. So, oh, did I tell you guys this information, by the way? I don't know if I said this. I'm brain foggy as hell, as you can probably tell. This is embarrassing. This information is from lifehack.org and positivityblog.com. Number one reason that you should pay compliments daily, it's going to redirect your focus. Now, look, I don't know about you, but I can get a really negative thing going inside my head, especially on high pain days. It's really, I mean, I guess it's not that weird, but it always feels weird how drastically my pain levels influence my moods. But no matter how I feel, if I can pay positive compliments to somebody, it does take the attention off of myself. Positive compliments. Like, is there a negative compliment? Yeah, it's going to be an interesting talk today. But you know what makes me happy about it? Is their response. Look, a lot of times other people are walking around with that same kind of negative litany going on in their head. And when you just, excuse me, you look nice today. Pardon me. I saw how you helped that person back there. It was very nice of you. Have a great day. You'll be amazed at how people will, gosh dang, will respond. It's going to be a long talk, and it's not even very long, if you know what I mean. But you will be amazed how people respond to that. And it always makes me so happy. Now, that being said, when I first started doing this, I wasn't always very gracious if people didn't react the way that I wanted them to. And I used to used to be kind of snotty about it, and I would yell after people, "You're welcome." Well, that's so rude. I finally realized that's not the reason why I should be doing this. And I also realized, I don't know what's going on in their head. But the fact that I took a moment to acknowledge them and say something kind to them, they're probably going to remember that. It's going to be in the back of their head all day. That's pretty cool when someone's lost in thought over something very serious. Oh, I'm having a hell of a time. Number two, it's not fatal. I know, kill them with kindness, which, by the way, it is really fun to be super nice to people who are mean to you. It just is. But that being said, you're not going to kill anybody with kindness. You are not going to hurt a soul by taking a moment to just be kind and thoughtful. A few years ago, I had a woman that I kind of knew, from work. I didn't know her well, but I knew who she was. We worked in the same building. We would, passing acquaintance, literally. And one day she came down and she poked her head in. You got a second? I said, absolutely. Come in and sit down. What's going on? And she said, well, I know you don't know me very well, but I'm really having a bad day. And I know from how I know you and from what I see other people, how they interact with you, I know you're going to have something kind to say to me. And you're going to put me in a better mood. And you know what? I did. She was a nice lady. We had a long talk. I helped her kind of reframe her situation. And she left in a much better mood. And you know what? It made me, what a hell of a reputation to have. You know, I'd rather be that person at work than the ball buster at work. Anyway, it ain't fatal. Number 3, paying sincere. That's the key word. People are going to know if you're bullshitting them. Don't do that. But paying sincere compliments, it builds trust. Why? Well, first of all, we all like to be acknowledged. Secondly, we like people who like us. And when you, especially in today's very busy, hyper distracted world, when you stop for a second and acknowledge somebody, hey, that was really nice what you did over there. Hey, I saw what you did on that project. You really kicked ass. That was amazing work. Good job. You guys, it'll pay off in spades. And people are going to like you more. It makes you more attractive. It just does. You should pay compliments daily because you get what you give. And if you run around being all pissy all day, well, guess what? That's the kind of attitude you're going to start getting back from people. But if you run around being kind to everybody all day, guess what? Most people are going to be kind back. And the people who aren't, you know what? There's something going on in their world. It has nothing to do with you. I used to really let that bother me. And now I just kind of bless them and move on because there's too many. I don't want to waste my time on negative people. Life's too damn short. But kindness multiplies. Attitudes are contagious. Make sure yours is worth catching. I know that's a cheesy saying, but people remember it. And finally, you should pay compliments daily because it's free. It has all these benefits. It has a tremendous mental health benefit, in my opinion. You know what they say about opinions. But look, it costs you nothing. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make the other person happy. Now, being said, don't be sleazy about it. Don't, be appropriate. It's got to be kind. You have to come at people with a sense of kindness. And you know what? Just taking a second to notice and acknowledge somebody, you can change their entire day. That's a powerful thing. Now, I got to tell you, a few years ago, I was in Anchorage and I had found a meme. It's something to do with how men don't get complimented. And as somebody who regularly compliments people, I was kind of taken aback by that. And I put it up on Twitter. I didn't think anything of it. Went about my day. Men do not receive compliments enough. That's probably it is the most popular post I've ever had in my social media life. That conversation went on for over a week. And it was really, really sad to me how many men never receive compliments. Look, you don't have to compliment somebody on their appearance. That was a nice job you did. Hey, that was really kind of you. There's all kinds of things you can find to just acknowledge somebody. Now, the flip side of that, for both men and women, just because somebody pays you a compliment, it does not mean you have a relationship. It does not mean y'all going to get married and have a bunch of kids. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means they took a moment to be kind to you. Don't read too much into it. If someone's interested in you, it's going to be more than one random compliment. Anyway, that's all I have. I tell y'all, I actually got a great night of sleep last night. I slept for almost 9 hours and my sleep score, my Fitbit was an 85. My body has no idea how to process this. But I gotta tell you, I would far rather, it feels very strange. That's why I don't know how to process it. But I would far rather have this feeling than the horrific exhaustion of only sleeping for 3 or 4 hours a night. So be nice if I could repeat that, wouldn't it? Anyway, y'all take care. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock.